Hello, and welcome back to my channel where I talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Today's topic is about Anna Campbell and Taylor Lynn. But first, let me give you a quick background on the story. So April 1st, aka April Fool's Day, I was chilling, minding my own business using YouTube when this pops up on my feed. And let me tell you, let me be honest, when I first saw the title, I was like, oh hell nah. I was confused, I was shocked, and I actually thought it was a joke at first because it was April 1st. I mean, after the last two videos that Anna and Taylor both made, saying they weren't gonna speak on the matter ever again,
I promise you, after this video, I will not be speaking on the name Anna Campbell ever again. Those two words will never come out of my mouth, and I will make it very clear to the people around me that I don't want to hear it.
I'm so over talking about this. Watch how serious I am. I know I said it in the beginning. I'm going to say it at the end. I'll say it now. Once this video goes up, I'm going to tweet it. I'm going to put it on Instagram. I'm going to post it, and then that is it. You are never going to hear me say another word about this ever again, and I can't wait for that day to be here.
to see this a few months later is a little concerning. But I decided to go in there with an open mind and hear what Anna had to say. So here's a quick recap. So she starts the video talking about how the accusations aren't drama but real life and that she has every right to be angry, and that Taylor saying that she can't talk about it for legal issues is BS, and how Taylor got the police involved as well. She then goes on to say that this has been going on for months and she has tons of receipts to prove it, stating the title of this video should have been Receipts instead, as she had photos, videos, voice notes, memos, and she stated that she has them all. She then goes on to say how Taylor thinks that her and Kaylee are obsessed with her. But however, Anna thinks it's the opposite instead. She then goes on to show this tweet, saying how Taylor thinks Anna sent someone with 1 million followers to say she was a bully. Let me just say, I really wanted to be on Anna's side here. The fact that she shared this tweet without saying that this tweet was made after Anna made this tweet didn't sit right with me. But we'll get into that later. Anyway, Anna then goes on to say that the person with 1 million followers is one of her friends, and she made 3 to 4 TikToks exposing Taylor and put Anna's breakdown in one of it. She then goes on to mock Taylor, saying, I'm sorry that my breakdown is giving you flashbacks. But what Anna forgets to understand is, we can't just diminish Taylor's flashbacks, as the breakdown had Taylor's name all over it.
Taylor, if you're watching this, please stop. Like, please.
Anyway, then she goes on to swear that she had no clue about the videos until they came out. She then goes on to say that even though she didn't know the videos were gonna come out, she says, go her, because you deserved every hate that you got.
Allie made those TikToks until they already went viral. Allie gave me no heads up. I had no clue that Allie was making those TikToks until they were already viral. I can't control what people do, and she had a right to do that, and honestly, go her, because you deserved the fucking hate that you got from them.
Like what? That honestly had me shook, y'all. Okay, but fast forward. She talks about how she doesn't have a Twitter. She deactivated her Twitter because she was going to go to the psych ward. Again, failing to mention that she deactivated her Twitter after tweeting this and going back and forth with Taylor. Then she explains how it's disgusting that Taylor still has this video up about Anna and is monetizing off of it. But once again, Anna forgot to show that Taylor showed a screenshot proof that she wasn't making money from the video. She then goes on to complain about the photo used in the thumbnail and how the comments were turned off in Taylor's video. She then talks about the cops and how Taylor went to the police. The police contacted Anna to talk about the harassment charges against her for excessive tweeting. Yes, y'all, you heard me right, excessive tweeting. So he had to hear Anna's side of the story. Anna then stupidly mentions the accusations which he had no clue about. The cop then realized it was a far more serious matter than he thought and asked them to take it to court. Anna then goes on to say she doesn't have the money for defamation charges. Then she goes on to say she has lost sponsorships. She then goes on to say she doesn't want hate towards Taylor and that she doesn't think spreading hate is the solution, even though we heard earlier she said she deserves all the hate coming her way.
I can't control what people do, and she had a right to do that, and honestly, go her, because you deserved the fucking hate that you got from that.
At this point, I was like, make it make sense. She then goes on to talk about the accusations that Taylor made, and I would have to agree with her on that one. These are some things you shouldn't throw around lightly. Those are some heavy shit that can possibly destroy someone's life. Anna then goes on to say that Taylor claiming to have PTSD is a lie. Well, I'm going to have to say that if Taylor was being honest about her PTSD, Anna wouldn't be the person to know. They haven't been close for many months on end, and she could have been recently diagnosed with it. Anna then goes on to say Taylor has a thing for copying people and that her saying nightmares for her PTSD doesn't prove she has PTSD because she always had nightmares. And honestly, y'all, that statement shocked me because that discredits Taylor's experience. And we cannot judge. We can't say, okay, she's had nightmares before, so that means she's lying about her PTSD. That absolutely makes no sense in my head. She then goes on to play a voice note of an ex-friend of Taylor. And once again, we will never know the truth because a voice note is just the he said, she said evidence. Anyway, Anna then mentions the night she got accused of, saying all her friends thought Taylor was in the right state of mind and that her friends drank the same amount as Taylor and they were fine. And then goes on to say, I'm not saying Taylor didn't black out because Taylor did black out. Like at this point, I was like, is Anna even hearing herself? She admitted that Taylor blacked out, but a few sentences earlier, she was saying Taylor was in the right state of mind. So she was contradicting herself. So you say Taylor is in the right state of mind, and then a few sentences later, you said she did black out. Anyway, Anna then goes on to say Taylor woke up the next morning and did not remember anything from the night before, but she said that she had the best of her life. Let me just play this clip and show you these tweets.
You told hundreds of thousands of people that I raped you because we had sex drunk. Were you more drunk than me? Yes.
I'm not saying Taylor is innocent here at all, but at this point, it is clear to me that Anna isn't too innocent either. Then she goes on to say that Taylor was hitting people up for drugs and at the same time trashing Anna for it. At this point, I'm 22 minutes into the video and there is still no mention of the tweet that started this whole confrontation. But she continues to show tweets written after the original tweets that began this. And finally, y'all, at 22 minutes, she finally addresses the elephant in the room. She speaks about how she impulsively tweeted this and how it caused a Twitter war. She then goes on to say that if she saw Taylor in real life, she better hope the only thing she does is break her nose. Of course, a few sentences later, she realizes what she said and says that she would never actually cause physical harm to Taylor. She then goes on to say that Taylor deserves a reality check for stuff like retweeting her tweets. Anna then goes on to say Taylor tweets out when Anna is in a relationship and she has proof. Anna then goes on to say, with two valid points I might add, on how that Taylor was trying to make fun of Kaylee when they were dating and by copying her, and Anna didn't allow it. Of course, this is all supposed, but if Taylor had done that, that's messed up. The last 20 or so minutes of the video, Anna says that she will prove everything, including how Taylor has said she has been quiet and not doing anything, yet she has. She then goes on how she had a subscriber come to her asking her what the moon meant to Taylor. And Anna went on to creep on Taylor's account. She said whenever Taylor tweets, her subscribers send her screenshots and she goes and creeps. Which again, I think is extremely unhealthy. So onto the moon topic, Anna goes on to say that the moon held a significance to them as she loved one song called Get You the Moon during their relationship. And how she told Taylor that, this song meant a lot to her and that it was for Taylor. So the next few minutes she continues to talk about Taylor's moon tweets. She then went on to say how Taylor posted the moon on Valentine's Day, how she also retweeted a tweet and also changed her banner after Anna told Kaylee that she is her world. At this point in the video, I was wondering why was Anna even there creeping to begin with? She can tell her subscribers to stop sending her these or just stop interacting with those who refuse to respect her wishes. Then Anna says that Taylor once again is lurking, and when she finds out that Anna and Kaylee are fighting, She then changes her banner back to the moon. At this point, I'm thinking they both need to just block each other because it's not normal for two exes to just keep creeping on each other and just keep sending these subliminal messages to each other. It's just not right. And then Anna goes on to say the word always holds strong significance to their ex relationship. And the fact that she's doing it is driving her crazy. Then Anna goes on to say how buying Kaylee a MacBook after a week irked Taylor. Then proceeds to say that Taylor tweeted MacBook selfies for the win always. And I would have to agree that these are manipulation and gaslighting tactics. But once again, I feel like the only healthy way out is if Anna and Taylor both block each other and stop engaging with fans who don't respect them enough to stop sending all these tweets to them. I'm not going to continue talking about the last 10 minutes of the video because I feel like it's just unnecessary at this point. So after all these Twitter war and the video being released, Anna went onto Instagram and posted these onto her story, and it was honestly very scary because they were like cryptic messages about her not wanting to live, and it was just very scary things to read. And afterwards, she deactivated her Instagram and again went into hiding. Kaylee confirmed that they broke up through a fan, and afterwards, Anna posted onto her TikTok a very, very scary video of, like being taken by the ambulance. But she did play, this background music with it, and it didn't really sit well with fans. It didn't sit well. And she came back a few days later and apologized. And here is the apology.
Guys, so first of all, I just want to say I feel like this is going to be like a part 1 or part 2 or part 3 video. I'm not used to TikTok story times. I'm a YouTuber. I'm used to like 30-minute videos. So let's see how much I can get out in 3 minutes or less. So right away, I want to apologize for the last 2 TikToks I posted. I never meant to scare anyone or trigger anyone or just get anybody worried about me at all. The first TikTok was a complete joke, and I don't think anybody even really took it serious until my second TikTok, which I didn't realize was going to correlate with that TikTok. I didn't realize how I was going to make it seem, but I posted a TikTok talking about when the Xan nap hits too hard and Peep has to check on you or something. And then a few hours later, I posted a TikTok of me being escorted out of my apartment by the cops to the hospital. And I think that just really, really worried people, and they thought that it had to do with like a Xanax overdose, which it didn't. But my intention was to never scare you guys. I don't know if it was because I was so fucked up on Xans that I thought it was funny. I don't know. I had that fucking song stuck in my head forever, the oh no, and all I could keep thinking about was that. So I was like, this would be a funny TikTok, and like, I was fucked up. Like, I was being escorted to the hospital because I said I was going to kill myself, but I was so fucked up that I was, like, laughing. I know it doesn't make sense, but, like, sanity doesn't make sense sometimes, I guess. And, for some stupid reason, I thought it would be funny to make a TikTok to that, oh no, stupid song. And it was a mistake, and it looked manipulative. I understand that it looked like I wanted people to feel bad for me, but in reality, I'm just really stupid sometimes. But before this TikTok ends, because I'm sure this is already on part 3, I just want to give a PSA that never do Xanax, never fuck with Xanax. Don't even get prescribed Xanax, even if you think it's going to help you. It helped me at first too. Now look at me, I'm losing friendships, I'm fucking up relationships. If you guys have seen clips of that one live, there's one live going around, and it was just one day, and I was manic and I was on drugs, so those two don't mix together. And I treated my girl like shit, and nobody knew it was because I was on drugs. They just think this is who I am, and that kills me as a person, because I would never treat her like shit. She's my world, and I would never treat her like shit. So the fact that it looks like that is just so sickening to me, and it makes me want to throw up, because I know that that's what Xanax can do. Short-term and long-term memory loss, and I can attest to that one. It causes irritation, it makes you fight, it makes you not be able to see clear, it makes you impulsive. Look at the tweet. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, like, This is not the tweet, sorry, the TikTok. Look at the TikTok I posted. This is so unlike me. Like, I would never do that. I don't know why I did that. If it was because I'm impulsive, does it have to do with my bipolar? Does it have to do with my BPD? Like, was I calling out for help? Was I wanting people to know I needed help, even though I didn't want help? Like, do I even need help? Do I think I need help? Do I even want help? It's just like, I'm just sorry. I'm sorry for posting those TikToks, and I'm sorry for seeming all over the place, and I'm sorry for everything. And I love you guys.
Then a few days later, we get this on Instagram. She apparently accidentally reactivated her Instagram, which again, I find very weird. But okay, let's just say she did accidentally reactivate her Instagram. She then goes on to say that she's gonna delete all the apps off her phone. However, she was seen responding to fans in the comments. And she even wrote this caption that she has been reading all the comments for like the past hour. And then she goes on the next few days. She's still using her Instagram, posting on her stories. This is what she posted. She's posting on TikTok. And I am really happy she's like feeling a lot better. But it's just all these things that make me think like she's being very contradictory. And I think like at this point, I think everyone realizes that both Anna and Taylor need help. Like, they just need help. And it can be seen, like, if you actually go on to see, like, the top comments on her video about talking about this matter. Here, let me show you. So obviously these comments speak for themselves. At this point, I think all of us just want Anna and Taylor to get help, and for them to just figure out their issue privately and not online. Let me know what you think about this whole matter, and these once again are my own opinions. You can form your own opinions in the comment section and we can have a healthy discussion. Anyway, I'll see you next time for the next video. Please remember to subscribe, like, and comment.